Now, the 10-minute drill.
This is a big one.
Brought to you by TireOutlet.com. Wholesale prices, premium service.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Hit it.
You want to rock?
No.
When?
Now.
Right now?
Right now.
Dan wants to rock right now, so let's do that. Rock the boat today, ladies and gentlemen, whether
Don't tip the boat over.
whether your perspective is the same as his or theirs or the guy across the street. You go vote for what your mindset is and take care of that today.
Be patient. I'm seeing a lot of tweets about long lines at the polling place.
That's a good thing about being able to go at like 10:30, you know?
It's a better thing about early voting.
You do that again this year?
Yeah.
Already done? You do that every year.
Comes in the mail, you punch it in and mail it back.
Yeah, that's probably smart.
Leave a couple hanging chads there and get it out of there.
Not like you to do the smart thing. It must be a BWR
Yeah, it is.
creation. That's what I thought. All right, let's get this.
Punch it in.
Let's get this.
Reagan, how do I do this? What card do I use?
My Chad.
What do I punch out? Just circle it, idiot. All right.
Honey, just push no on the amendments.
Who are we voting for here?
All right, let's do this 10-minute drill. Let's vote on that. Salty Doug Marrone is in no mood for metaphors. We are what we are. We're 3-5. I suck. They suck. The line can't block. The players aren't playing good. I'm going to try some different things here. I mean, you guys really think this is going to work? Okay, we'll practice at 1 o'clock. Ooh, we'll pay more attention to our walkthrough. Is any of that going to matter, Dan? I'll put it this simply. The Jags are going to get Leonard Fournette back this week. Whether it's for 2 minutes or 60, we'll have to see. Do the Jags beat the Colts this week? Are we having a postmortem on Monday?
He was so salty yesterday. He was at my favorite saltiness question was, do you think looking forward to playing Sunday night? No, I think we'll get flexed. Do you deserve to be on national TV? No.
Yeah, he's right.
That was the best.
But by the way, he knew they were getting flexed when he asked that question.
Listen, do the Jags win at Indy? It's my last gasp to say yes. I won't pick them again if they lose this Sunday, and they'll be more apt to be 4-12 than they will be 8-8. They have not shown an intestinal fortitude or what TC calls grit much at all this year. I think if they lose this Sunday, I think things could get really ugly. I'm not extremely confident that they're going to win on Sunday, but I'm going to roll with them one last time because I feel like it's my obligation and duty as a season ticket holder.
I suggest we adopt the term grit.
Leonard Fournette, matters. Indianapolis is kind of middle of the pack against the run. They're giving up over 100 yards a game. Got to get this running game going, Dan. And clearly it's not going to get going with T.J. Yeldon or Carlos Hyde or anybody else. Leonard Fournette is the one guy on the offense right now, and he's the only one who can, in 8 seconds and 72 yards, change the face of the game.
Yeah.
So hopefully Leonard can I don't know, earn that check for at least half the year.
Well, Dan Mullen had his press conference yesterday. It was non-committal about quarterbacks. So what would you do Saturday against South Carolina at high noon? And going forward, keeping all three of these guys in the equation, how would you handle it?
I would not play Felipe Franks again unless first Kyle Trask or then Emory Jones are hurt. Felipe Franks has had more opportunity at a prestigious job and position than anybody I can remember. Considering his results and his stats and the optics of Felipe Franks, he's had more of an opportunity at a football power or as much of one as anyone I can remember. There has to be a better option than a guy who goes 9-22 and blows a home game.
I think the Emory Jones factor figures in this respect. He's got 2 more games to play. He doesn't have to play against Idaho if you need him to win games. So what's more important, beating South Carolina and FSU or winning your bowl game? That's where you have to determine where you want to play him. I would think if I had all those bowl practices, I probably would get Emory out there for the bowl game too. So
I'm not sure the bowl game counts against the red shirt.
Oh, well.
But I could be wrong because we talked
about
taking it off of Felipe, didn't we, one year?
I think it does.
He gonna play. So yeah,
but
you
anyway,
might be right there.
I think that would factor into my decision making. But I would definitely start Trask, who again, and it was interesting. And Mullen gave an indication, I think, by saying Trask was only graded out 1 point better than Felipe Franks yesterday. And I wanted ask him what blind man was
Right.
great.
I'm not buying it. I tell you what, Felipe Franks, and you were right on this one many months ago.
Uh-huh.
His lack of running ability is killing him.
Yeah.
It's killing the offense.
Yeah.
Finally, Mullen has at least said, well, we're just running him up the middle like a fullback.
Yeah.
I mean, and they've done that with some success. Trask is more athletic.
Not
Jones
much more, though.
But he is more.
Yeah.
Not a ton.
Yeah.
I can't.
He,
I
too,
can't,
is not running for a lot
No,
of yards.
I
though.
know that. I can't take another game with Felipe Franks. I'm sorry. I never
Yeah.
want to see him ever play again, ever. It just is what it is. He's in over his head. He's not talented enough to be a starting quarterback in the SEC for a team that wants to contend. I mean, Dan, he blew the Georgia game the first play. He did. It's a completely different ball game. He freaking threw it over the guy's head, a wide open would-be touchdown, and then later, same quarter, because he's thrown one over and he can't throws one under and gets that picked off. I can't. I don't know what his numbers are. I don't care if he's 16-6. I can't take another day of Felipe Franks. I can't.
Best year of any Gator quarterback since Tim Tebow.
Yeah, it feels like it too, doesn't it? Man, all SEC. All right, let's talk a little bit of college hoops. I love college basketball. And we said before, it's one of the great secrets in sports viewing are these incredible college basketball matchups we have in the early season that get overshadowed, in some cases rightfully so, by football. But tonight, man, if nationally, Kansas, Michigan State, Duke, Kentucky is appointment television if you're a sports fan. Those two matchups are both playing. But I want to ask you about the game in Tallahassee. First, kudos to these teams tipping off the season against each other. I like that idea. I like it a lot better than playing Nova Southeastern and Macon, Mercer.
Okay.
But FSU comes in the team that is ranked, the team that went to the Elite Eight. The roles are a little bit reversed. Yet I find this Florida team to be much more talented than most of the experts are saying here in the preseason. So my question to you, as we sit on the day that college basketball starts, when college basketball ends for each of these programs, who will have gone further in the tournament?
It's a good question, Jeff, and I'm going to answer it this way. I'm going to answer it by going to the man, the legend.
It's a great question.
Thank you. A man who knows college hoops like nobody else, Joe Lunardi. I'm going to go to bracketology, which has been divulged today, revealed. And I'm going to see who has the higher seed.
Okay.
That
Are we
will
doing
tell
this
me
live? Is this like a reveal?
It's happening
have
live
you already
right here,
looked?
right now.
Okay.
Got it right in front of me.
Nice.
So I'm scouring right now, and I'm stalling as I scour, and I've stumbled upon the Gators.
I'm guessing he's got him at an 8 seed.
They're in the South region.
8.
They'll be taking on Billy Donovan's Providence Friars.
7.
As a 7-10 matchup.
Yeah.
The Gators will be 7.
Yeah, 7. Okay, I nailed
7
that
in
pretty
Columbia, South Carolina.
Good.
Now-
FSU will be a little higher than that.
now
They'll be a
I'm-
5.
Now I'm looking for FSU, and the reveal has occurred as Lauren Brooks has let the cat out of the bag.
Jeff guessed it.
Correct. A 5-12 matchup. Lauren, who will they be playing?
They are looking at Western Kentucky,
Oh, they're going up to the Hill in Salt Lake City.
the Hilltoppers.
Yes.
That could be, by the way.
Therefore, the answer would be Florida State, according to Joe Lunardi.
Oh, well, hold on.
How does he do this so soon?
But be careful of those 5-12
That's what I'm
matchups.
saying. You let the bigger issue go. I mean, neither one of them is a top seed, and one, I'd rather be a 7 than a 5 many years. Okay,
I
well,
think,
you say FSU goes deeper.
On a
FSU
side note, who
yeah.
plays tonight? Duke and Kentucky, both 1 seeds.
Yeah,
Did you say Kansas plays tonight?
Michigan State.
Kansas also a 1 seed. Unfortunately, for Michigan
They're
State,
probably a 3.
sadly, they're going to have to settle
For a 3.
for a 3.
Yeah.
They Gonzaga will be the other 1 seed,
Oh,
according to Lunardi,
Okay.
who knows everything.
he does do a pretty good job.
Yes, I thought that was well done.
Okay, good.
Well researched.
Thank you. Not a bad answer on my part.
Mm.
What was the biggest loss yesterday or this weekend for the Jaguars? Houston, Tennessee are getting flexed out of Sunday night.
Well, getting flexed out of Sunday night is not a loss at all. That's a win.
It's a terrible loss for the Jags.
No, it's
Jag fan.
It's a big win.
Jag fan has been excited about Sunday night football
Yeah.
forever. It's a neat thing. It's
Am I the
coming,
only-
it's coming to our city.
Until their alarm goes off Monday morning.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that's fine. Everybody
Yeah.
gets excited. That's a big fun night, man.
well.
National TV.
Eh.
No? Well,
I guess
that's
I'm the
you.
only
You're a
guy.
grumpy old man.
I'm not a grumpy old man. I personally would rather the game be at 1 o'clock, but it's not a loss because they've done themselves a favor. If the Jags are lucky, they would be playing behind a big black curtain and no one would be watching. And then if the game goes okay, we'll display the scoreboard. The Jags' run of, quote, success in prime time hadn't left with a real good memories lately. So I don't want the option of Pittsburgh coming in and steamrolling the Jaguars and added to the pity party that is being thrown for them. So that to me isn't a loss. That's just a deserved.
We'll still have the Thursday nighter in Tennessee.
Yeah,
That should be fun.
We'll always have Nashville.
Hey.
But I'll say this.
Thank you, Kawhi.
The Jags got exactly what they deserve. They're 3-5. They shouldn't be flexed. If we were anywhere else and they put the 3-5 Bears on, we'd be ticked. So. The biggest loss was Houston. Houston keeps getting breaks. They've got that Frank Reich who gives them a game in Houston earlier this year. They had Brandon McManus, a pretty good kicker, miss a chippy to end the game. 51 yards is a chippy in Denver, and they're the one that are 6-3.
Yeah.
Tennessee's got 4 losses. They are what they are. They play New England this week. They'll come back to earth. So I would say the Houston win was the biggest loss. I have one last question for you. I feel
like we're Miley Cyrus right now. We've got to climb that mountain.
Oh, wow.
It is all about the climb, Dan.
You're not going to wear some
It's all about the climb.
You're not going to wear some risque costume and
I
lick
feel
a big lollipop,
I feel like maybe that could inspire the boys if we belted that through the locker room for the fellas.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, can
There's
this
always
be
going
used
to be
as
another round,
motivation?
man.
Thank you, friend. What?
Can the guys, use this as internal motivation?
I hope so. But I'm not.
It's the only positive I can see.
I don't.
Other than me personally not having to stay up late and get a burn.
I don't believe if you're not free. You're 3-5. You're not motivated to win for that alone. I don't. Maybe the Pittsburgh. I don't. I don't know. Words are cheap with this team. That's one thing we've learned through 8 games. Mm-hmm. So whatever they say, let it go in one ear and out the other. They're not real good at backing up what they've talked about. So,
that's a fact.
Yeah. So that's not it.
Jack.
Right. We've seen this issue come up from time to time.
Time for one more question.
Yeah,
just one more.
Where do you fall in on this? So last night, Boston is playing at Denver. And Denver has got the game in hand. They're up by about 6-7 points. There's
the Murray kid's off to a nice start.
There's 2 seconds to go, and Jamal Murray, a former Kentucky Wildcat, has 48 points, and he hoists up a 3 to get to 50.
Okay.
Kyrie, threw a conniption, accosted him on the court, took the basketball, threw it up into the stands. I mean, who's right and who's wrong here?
It's a fair question. It's a little cheesy, but it's a regular season game with which not everybody is busting their tail the whole game. I could see both sides.
Kid wants to get to 50.
I guess in the look, it's a little bit cheesy, but it doesn't bother me.
Yeah, who cares?
Yeah, they won. To the victors go the spoils.
They're up 8. Hey, Kyrie, shut up and go flat earth.
Kyrie's done a few things that are a little bit odd as well. So he should, I guess my answer is he probably shouldn't be the judge and jury on this one.
Fair enough.
Maybe it should be someone else. Al Horford would be a nice guy. If he was ticked about it, maybe I would.
I don't know why you care. It's up 8. The kid wants to get 50, so what?
Right. It did hoist a 3. It's not like he tried to.
And he did going into a layup
while
it's wide open.
While everybody's standing there,
whatever, dude.
But nonetheless, it's
highest point total ever by a Canadian-born player.
That's right.
Last night.
Wow. Hey, Jags, this is your new mantra.
This is it, Dan.
This is it. We need caller number 3 right now. What are we giving out?
We're giving, not only are we giving out a floral arrangement with delivery from our friends at Kuhn Flowers.
Love the floral arrangements from Kuhn.
My
friends at Kuhn.
Your friends. We're also giving, in addition to that, you can make it a whole night, flowers and dinner. Dinner for 2 at Sonny's Barbecue. They're celebrating the grand reopening of their Atlantic Boulevard location.
Shout out to Elton.
You said,
Elton, we miss you, buddy.
Caller number 3, 641-1010.
Yeah, caller number 3. Miles Jack, are you listening? Telvin, let this inspire you, friends. Calais.
I saw Miles Jack last night. I don't think he's listening.
Huh? Blake.
There's always gonna be another mountain. I'm always gonna wanna make it move. Always gonna be